What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard Insta of the Seas. I am Sky.
And I'm Gav, and you guessed it, we're cousins.
Today, we're going to talk about the mason jar. The mason jar is only found on Wonder of the Seas. It's a southern specialty restaurant that is hands down one of the best restaurants that you'll find at sea. Straight up southern cuisine, straight up wonderful atmosphere. You'll walk inside and you feel like you take a step down to really down south. Most of the time, you'll be hearing live country music. You'll notice things that are completely made of wood, right? You will see a swing in there that you can go sit on and just swing back and forth on. That you feel like you're just sitting on your front porch in the country. But it's an overall great restaurant. We recently tried it out, the Brunch on Mason Jar, and we're going to talk about it. Before we get started, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're not following us on Instagram, Twitter, do that. And also check out our podcast. Links to all of that are below. First, we're going to start off with something from their Eggs and More menu. The first thing that we tried was the breakfast biscuits. And you can see them right here. They're actually really good. It kind of on the top looks like it might just be something from like IHOP or Denny's or something along those lines. However, the eggs are really melted in your mouth, really good. The bacon was crispy, pretty thick. The biscuit itself was very soft and very buttery, much better than anything you'd find at Denny's or IHOP. Overall, it was really good. I'd give this like a 7.5 out of 10. I really liked it. What do you think about that, Gab?
Looking at the picture of this, I personally didn't get to experience it, which a little bummed. But it looks actually really good. I just love myself some bacon that's a little bit thicker and just crispy, and it looks great. The next one that I heard that you guys tried was the blueberry Johnny cakes. Man, that has my mouth watering. It looks really good. That's a savory cornmeal flatbread slathered with barbecue pulled pork, as well with crispy chicken skin and coleslaw. So that, just looking at the photo of that, I have to try me some blueberry Johnny cakes. Looks so fascinating.
Yeah, what was really good about this was the sweet pork, or the what's it called? The pulled pork. I don't know what you call it. Sweet. It was the pulled pork. Really good. Those are the only two Eggs and More items that we tried. We're gonna hop on down here to the something sweet menu. We did try every one of these because I'm a sweet tooth, and so is my wife. The first thing right here you see is peanut buttery banana overnight oats. I honestly didn't know what overnight oats were. I thought they were oats that, when I think of oatmeal, I think of something that's hot. So this came out and it was all cold. So I was very fascinated. I dipped my spoon/fork in and ate some, and it was really cold. It almost reminded me of a cereal, but a very sweet cereal, really delicious. I mixed all these bananas and chocolate and bacon bits all together and really pounded this very quickly. Really good. This one I'd for sure get again.
The stuffed French toast. I don't know if anybody's familiar with a certain restaurant called Neaters. They compete to having the best French toast, but this thing looks even more phenomenal. Like, basically, Roa says, just like Elvis used to eat. It's a thick cut and stuffed with banana slices. Has this creamy peanut butter, and also you have to have bacon. That candied bacon with that extra sweet, looks amazing.
I
Was
think
it?
it was very good. I think everything we've had so far has had bacon. So I mean, that's a good sign.
For sure.
The next thing that we tried that actually does not have bacon is the sweet tooth cinnamon roll. As far as looks go, this thing's looks like it comes out of a museum. Really, just a pretty cinnamon roll. Uh, the icing is dripping off of the edges, just as it should be. The cinnamon roll is rounded as you'd imagine a perfect cinnamon roll would be. The only bummer about this is the looks were very deceiving. The cinnamon roll was actually disgusting. It was very dry. It was not melt in your mouth. The icing was not nearly enough, and really, other than the icing, nothing else had much flavor. Might have been the worst cinnamon roll I've ever had, but it looks really good. So I will not get that again unless I want to take a picture of it and then pass it to my dog under the table, which I don't have on my cruise, which I don't have at all.
I, looking at this, the cinnamon roll looks amazing. Like it looks top notch, but it looks like something you would put, in display, and it's really not real. But
Yes.
I'm very surprised it didn't taste good. So hopefully it was just a bad batch and people can enjoy it later on. But
Hopefully.
the next one that you're gonna have to attest to was it looks like are these red velvet pancakes. Oh man, mouth watering, smooth and fluffy hot cakes, just stacked super high. I don't know. They look amazing, and a little bit of strawberry on there. I love that sweet cream cheese glaze too. I can only imagine those being delicious.
Yeah, I think it was a really nice combo. I think there was three of these cakes, and it was really would have made for like a good appetizer for a brunch. I thought it was really good. Probably the best red velvet pancakes, maybe the only red velvet pancakes I've ever had. So not too bad. The next thing we had, so we tried all of the something sweet menu. I did try the classic po' boy. I got the shrimp. I did not get the oyster po' boy. By this point, I had eaten or taken part of 5 or 6 different dishes, so I was stuffed to the brim. But I knew I had to eat this whole po' boy, so I pounded it, and it was actually really good. The sauce on here, it's a spicy remoulade sauce, was so good. My shrimp on there was so crispy. The tomatoes had to be from like a vine that were somewhere on the ship. They were fresh. The bun was great. Everything about this was great. If I could go back, I'd probably just get one thing from the something sweet, and then I get the po' boy. So really good. I was really impressed.
Let's should we dive into the desserts? Did you
Yeah,
guys were you able to try any of those?
we actually were not able to dive into this. Sorry, we weren't able to try any desserts just because we were so full. And I felt like a lot of the stuff that we had um, for our brunch was already pretty sugary. But if I was able to try a dessert, I for sure would have gotten the chocolate pecan pie. I love pecan pie, and I've never tried a chocolate pecan pie, so I probably would have gone with that. I have not seen anybody else eat it, but I probably would have gotten that. What would you have gotten?
Yeah, I think that sounds delicious too, but I think that would be my number two, a little bit of pecan pie, but I would have gone with the twice fried Oreos. I know probably
Mm,
not the healthiest option, but you're on a cruise, so what's healthy?
yeah,
Yeah, the funnel cake, battered, uh, deep fried, just looks so amazing, powder with powdered sugar. And then there's a bourbon sauce for dipping. I don't know if you saw anybody with those, but that really makes me hungry.
it'd be really cool if you could eat here like every other night, and not feel like you have to stuff yourself every night
Sure.
or every day for brunch. By the way, our brunch costs about $20 a person. I think you can get whatever you want. Typically, if you were to wait the order it on board the ship, I think it would run like $25 for brunch. So we got a little bit good, better of a deal for booking before. Dinner's probably anywhere around 35 to $40, maybe a little more nowadays. Um, so it is, like I mentioned earlier, it is an extra restaurant. It is a specialty restaurant.
I think everything we've gone over, I think it's worth it, man. That all looks amazing.
I totally agree with that. I'm grateful we tried it out, and I look forward to trying it again someday. One of the things that also makes the Mason Jar really just a fun vibe is every evening. So they have a bar there where they have a couple guys playing some live country music. Like I mentioned earlier, they have a wooden swing, like a porch swing that you can sit on and hang out and listen. But they also have some unique drinks. They have different floats if you're into the All Shook Up. It has screwball peanut butter whiskey and blue chair banana cream rum, topped with whipped cream, brown sugar, and caramelized bananas. So they have a lot of unique drinks. I myself got an actual mason jar full of creams. I got a creamsicle float. I'm actually not sure what soda goes in the creamsicle float. I think it's just orange soda. What do you think that, Gab?
Yeah, that's probably right.
Okay, so I had orange soda, had some ice cream. It's very good size, and this was included in my refreshment drink package, so it didn't cost any extra. I went and got that, and we just kind of hung out for a little bit and listened to the live country music. It was a good time.
Yeah, all their drink options look amazing too. And don't forget to check out their dinner menu. Sky and his family didn't get to try it, but that looks like well worth it. Something I'm looking forward to trying is the crab beignets. I love myself a beignet, and what's better than having some seafood with it? That looks super amazing. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe below. Check us out again, like Sky said earlier, with our podcast, Navigating the Seas, as well. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram.
Thanks, guys. We'll see ya.
Yeah.
Beautiful.